with B-Bad and Brandon.
Mate, how are you feeling after what looked like a huge weekend?
How's the bags?
They're looking.
I think I've got sleep.
They're not. They're there.
How
They're
we doing?
there for sure. Little bags under the eyes.
Yep. I've got half a kilo to go. That's how I am. I think I lost about a kilo over the weekend. And I'm 115. I was 115 and a half before I head off. So let's say I'm half a kilo away from being back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Post-comp hangover is real, including the hangover. The actual hangover is also
a big one after.
I can tell you that as well. Yeah, mate, it was on every night.
Holy.
But yeah, there was a nice party. Capo did it right. There was we did like a cocktail. What would you call it? Cocktail style party. It was not cocktail dress. Just stand up eating food and drinking, not a sit down dinner. So, which really adds to a party atmosphere.
Absolutely.
And Henry Day put on $1,000 on the bar for everyone that was there, and then there was a few bucks for Queensland on the bar as well. And yeah, it was wild night. Everyone, I think, quite a few people got stuck.
Was that
which was
that
good.
post the third day of competition?
Yeah, yeah. So everyone was said and done. There was little tribes that went out, and because it was in a pub, like that's the cool thing. Like you walk out of the function room, and then you're in a fully functioning bar that was open late. So yeah, I think there was a few. Well, I know I caught up with a few people after each night and had a beer and a chin wag about all things lifting and life. But I know there was a few others that probably kicked on and stayed on and had a real party every night. Which was that's part of the fun.
Absolutely.
Which was fucking sick. And then we Team Queensland hired a bus and went and smashed it around the wineries of McLaren Vale and had a little team trip out the next day as well, which was
awesome.
Yeah, super cool, super social. I think it would be very quiet this week and looking for small, quiet rooms with not too much stimulation.
Yeah, that's fair.
To keep them in a very chilled state and maybe some reps in their life instead of singles.
And what about the competition itself? It looked, again, as flawless as always.
Insane. I think Jack and BJ do an incredible job. They fucking just destroyed it last year, and it was very similar to last year, which was sick because last year they just nailed it, and then they just re-nailed it again. So 3 days of competing, fucking big busy days, nice and fast. The spotter loaders are awesome. They ran a nice quick comp. Like it was sick, and the venue's really cool. The way it's set up, it's because it's a pub that runs like music and shit. The lighting's really cool above the stage, so all the photos and videos look fucking cool, and the sound system is geared up for concerts. So the sound like quality, it's not just a shitty PA. So it's fucking. It was loud with cool playlist playing at the same time. So that obviously. That adds to your atmosphere as well.
Fucking hell.
And then like the warm-up room was fucking ages away, so it's out the back, out of the way of everything, which was cool.
That's good. You need to have separation between that, I think.
Yeah, totally. And a good crowd. Like there was a lot of lifters that either lifting the next day or had lifted that were all kicking around and supporting it. So yeah, it was cool. Good crowd, good atmosphere. Team Queensland was dominating. I like to think we had the biggest support crew there, which was sick. All the little maroon shirts everywhere.
And
it's cool. Well, definitely the fucking 100%. Loudest.
There's no doubt about that in my mind already, you leading that charge. And what about Team Fortitude in itself, the performances, what stood out to you?
Oh, man, it was sick. Everyone did really well. Like, we unfortunately had one girl bomb, which sort of sucks. But I think, and you'd attest to this, when you coach a big crew, you get asked the week before, how's everyone going? And you're like, man, it's the same story every comp. Couple of people are going to do exceptional. The bulk are going to be what's expected, and then one or two we're going to have a really bad day. And the excitement is you don't know which one will be. And the nature of the beast, you can't have the highs of some of the great lifters without, unfortunately, the risk of odd person maybe bombing or not having the best of times. So, it was sick. I think Fortitude had, I want to say 30 lifters.
Yeah, wow.
Or just short. I had 23 or 24, plus include Josh and Reed, and then Jamie had a few. So yeah, be close to 30 of us were there, which was sick.
I just want to take a second, just talk about Reed. Wow,
brother Reed.
Wow,
770 at 80.2 body weight, bro.
He's etching close. He is so close.
Ooh, mate. And there was more in the squat, and like I think I'm sure you won't mind me saying, but there was a couple of comp strategies,
Mm,
and one of them was if Pat Morrison was in there, obviously Reed can't touch him because Pat's way
mm,
too strong, so that would take him out of contention for overalls and first place 80s. So if Paddy was there, he was probably going to push it a
yep.
bit more and like roll the dice on the
Yeah,
squat
right.
particularly. But as soon as Paddy wasn't there, I was like, all right, bro, well you're now the guy to beat.
Mm,
So we need to be a bit more cautious in the lifts that we take. So you make sure that you nail your total to hit it. So the 300 squat
oh,
was sick, but I think based off his training numbers, he could have gone 310, 315, no problems.
fucking hell.
Um, which that's fucking strong, dude. The kid's only
Is he
23. Like it's wild.
was the plan to go that 310 or did you
Well, oh no, it was as soon as we knew Pat
yeah.
was out, it was three good
And
squats.
he
300 ceiling was the go.
was
I
he
thought
has he squatted 300 before in a comp? Oh,
first time ever, first time he's
wow.
held it.
So unreal positioning, unreal
Mm.
selection, just a nail. Like it, I watched it, and I think I just like this. Obviously, our listeners can't see my face, but I was just like wide eyed, like wow, just staring, going that. How is that 300 kilos on a bloke that's 80 kilos body weight?
It
It
moved
moved
like
easy. I could
stupid
not
good.
believe it.
Yeah,
He
stupid good. I mean, in training he hit 285 or something like that, and it was fucking
fucking
flawless.
hell.
So it was always 300 was always there. Like if there was Paddy was there, I'd think maybe the comp strategy would have been 300 on a second, and then see
Yep.
what's left. But with Paddy being there, it's just nail your
Fucking
total.
oath. And he took
And he still walked away 770, which was I think was 20 kilos on pro roll, which was 750
Jesus.
from memory.
So he would have
So
won it for sure.
oh yeah, cleaned it up. So it was 1, 2, 3 overall men Queensland. So yeah, Reed took first place 80s. No one, and I don't know if it was deliberate that people are running away from the 80s because they knew Pat
Yeah.
would be there and definitely Reed was going to be there, but there wasn't many 80s. They're all in the 90s or in the Masters. But yeah, like he crushed it. And then he won the overalls. No one touched him in the
I don't
overalls.
think
I think
yeah.
I can't
That's an
remember what
insane.
gloss.
Like,
Don't know what gloss points you. I don't know what gloss points you get for that, but it was
like
fucking
it would
chunky.
have like that's only 30 kilos away. And I know 30 kilos is still a substantial amount,
Mm,
but it's 30 kilos away from 10
yeah,
times body weight. That is just
it's silly.
out of and that squat
Yeah,
in
yeah,
itself is nearly 3.5 times body weight. Or
yeah, yeah. I think. Oh man, he's 1 or 2 comps away from that 800 at 80, without a doubt.
I'm just I know
Without
you
a
mentioned
doubt.
how young he is, but like he's so patient for a young fella. He just
Yeah, he's in no rush, bro. He's like, we'll get there
he
when we
just
get
puts in
there.
the reps, just puts in the
Um,
reps, just puts in the reps.
yeah, dude, and he's got like I think when we had Ed on before, and he just talks about if you just do a little
Mm.
bit more total every comp, you'll have a real fucking good total
100%.
eventually.
I
You
love that
just got to
mentality
do a little bit more
of
each
Ed
time.
Cohen. You just work to add 10 pounds to your squad each training cycle.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty much what he's done. Him and Flash, his coach, has got him fucking dialed in. And I know watching his training from the outside, it looks somewhat conservative this run. So I would imagine because he should be turning over for Worlds, I would imagine that they will push it, and the fruits of that would be exciting.
imagine if he goes
Um,
310, 315 at Worlds. There's an
yep,
extra 15 kilos right there. He could potentially go
correct.
785 just by doing that. You think
Yep,
there's room to
yep,
push an extra
yep,
5 on the bench, another 10 on the deadlift.
yep,
Like there's 800.
correct. That's literally it. I see him pulling for 800,
Same.
and then it'll be like, all right, well, this is what we're here for. This one, I feel like he'll nail his 3 squats, no doubt. He'll bench whatever he needs to, and then he will have a pull for 800 on a second or a
Is
third attempt.
Worlds are in the UK.
Yeah,
Will
Manchester,
Flash
let's
Dan
go.
be there as well?
Yeah, dude, I get to meet
Fuck,
the
that's
lunatic in
insane. That'd
person.
be great.
Looking forward to that.
Obviously,
So
I'm assuming you'll still rap
yeah,
Reed
it's
though.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm sure. We'll still run the same
yeah. You don't want
system.
to fuck with what works.
It seems to work pretty well. Flash is an extraordinary coach and appreciative that he trusts me to be able to help Reed on the day. And Reed himself just says to me, mate, you pick the numbers, I'll lift the
Fucking oath.
weights. Which is good, man. It's a fucking great honor to be able to help someone and have that trust from them that they know that I can make the right calls
And
for
that
them. So,
comes just through like the
just
lunatic that you are in a good way, and obviously the
yeah, fuck, mate, dude. I'll send you the video. Maybe you can put it in this. But the dude headbutted me so
Reed.
hard going out. Yeah, going out for his 300.
Fucking
We
send it to
were
me, and I'll put it in.
and passionately embracing each other with some quiet, encouraging words before he went out, and he just landed this headbutt square here, and I had a bruise the
That's
next day.
unreal.
And it was fucking sore to
It would have
touch.
been. I can imagine his head's pretty hard.
Yeah, big melon. And then I think he almost headbutted the back spotter after he got it because he was so G'd
Wow,
up.
that's unreal, and all credit to him, and like obviously what
Sick.
him, and Flash have done. Like that's just incredible.
Yeah, dude's a specimen, bro. It'd be exciting future
And some
ahead for him and
big
the.
announcements out of Capo after the weekend.
Yeah, man, we're running nationals.
Oof.
I think that's been hinted a
Yeah,
little bit,
in
which is super
Brisbane
exciting.
23, and if I'm not
Uh,
mistaken, 24 as well.
24,
Oh, 24 and
24.
25.
No venues. Yeah, 24, 25 will be us. No venues yet, but we want to make sure we do it
Mm,
right. So we're not rushing that process. And I can tell you, finding a venue that suits powerlifting is fucking tricky because whilst you think it's a simple sport, it has strange
mm.
requirements. So we need a 500 square meter rectangle, not a circle, with no bollards and at least a 3 meter ceiling that's close to fucking everything that doesn't cost a shitload.
Look, you've put talk about your Mission Impossibles, but
Yeah.
if we
On
know
the hunt.
anything from those Mission Impossible movies, it's that it is
Yeah.
actually possible.
Yeah, oh man, we'll sort it out, bro. Which would be cool. And then due to the growth of it, the qualifying process is changing, which is super exciting. They'll move to they will have their minimum qualifying standard, which is whatever it is at the moment, but they will now add an invite list. So you've got to make top whatever it is. Number hasn't been decided yet. We'll work backwards from how much capacity we have
Yeah.
for lifters, and that will get you through to the event. So that's going to start breeding a bit more competition interstate. I think with everyone, previously with only having to hit a set total, you could probably hold back in your state and local meets and just hit your total and move forward. But now you'll have to actually push your states or your local comp, or even be a bit more selective when you did the comp. So because if you are pushing it, you don't want to kill
Yeah.
yourself or have enough distance away from nationals to go for it. Which is super cool. And then also bringing in place another thing that I'm super excited about is for the people that get invited to invite-only comps, or do the WPC Worlds coming up soon in November. If you're a CAPO member at the time, you can apply to have that total
Wow.
considered towards nationals next year. So, which is super cool because typically we see a lot. I think a lot of the elite top end lifters, they're moving away from federation lifting, just because they'd like to do nationals, but if you've got to do a local meet and a state meet, fuck, you can't keep doing all those
Yeah.
comps. Like you only really got room for a couple each year. So yeah, super stoked that we're doing that, and that should bring back or keep some of the more elite lifters within the Fed or that come and play with us next
Absolutely. I
year.
think it's going to be.
And if you're from Queensland, we need you because I want the fucking
Oh,
state
who won it?
trophy. We want to win that thing. Well, look, it hasn't been decided
Oh,
yet.
why not?
Let's put it that way. There's two spreadsheets working out the points, and they don't agree with each other. So instead of trying to rush the decision, we've gone back and recrunched the numbers to work out where it lands, and that's me being a capo person saying it very politically correct.
I'm proud of you for saying PC there. I'm very proud.
Yeah, look. But look, I tell you, to be honest, mate, I think we won, and South Australia thinks they won. So we'll, I'm sure both of us will be happy to shake the other person's hand once we've decided the data.
As Capo, I think as the Capo official of you, will be happy to shake hands.
Yep.
The Queensland spirit of yourself will just be a little bit hesitant, but you'll still shake.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Because like the thing like we reflected on like when we were like both passionately trying to argue with each other and who won, is the fact that it's really cool that we have that argument now because I've been around comps for a long time and there hasn't been that state pride when you go to an event. It's still everyone going as an individual club. and just representing their club. They're not actually representing their state. So the fact that the states actually give a shit, and they're right behind the other lifters within their state, not just their club. I think that's what's really cool out of it. And I'm sure if we are the ones that win it, everyone from South Australia will be coming here hating us with a passion to beat
I think
us.
it's really good because it does make,
And
states mean something more, makes nationals mean something more, which is
yeah,
all of the fucking states coming together to really battle it out. So I think that's a
mm,
really,
yeah,
really good initiative
just super
for
cool.
Capo and yourself to really push that element of it.
Mm, yeah. I think it's super cool. And then the cool thing you could see, I was only really watching Queensland, but like the other clubs from the other gyms, like getting behind
Mm.
our lifters, and the other coaches like helping each other. Like, all right, cool. Let's look at the points. Where's your lifter sitting at the moment? All right, you need to get
Mm.
fucking third because there's an SA lifter in second, or you need to try and bump that lifter out. Like looking at the podiums from a team
Yeah.
perspective, and everyone working together to help each other. Like that was what was fucking cool about the whole
I think
thing.
that's unreal because
Um,
it creates it more. It does become more of a team community sport, and obviously now, like I'm
mm,
assuming the goal will be to go to the Worlds and represent Australia now, not just
yeah,
Queensland or Fortitude. It's
yeah,
yeah, we are from these home places, but at the moment we're all Australian going in.
yeah, absolutely. And then Henry's doing some cool stuff for that, putting together some merch for everyone. There's a Capo Australia logo version kicking around.
That's
So,
awesome.
and Andrew Stearns is driving the team bus on that one. So yeah, the world trip would be sick. I think early chat was 30, or maybe I might make the number up, but 40 at the top end lifters from the event coming over to Manchester. So
Wow.
I'm super excited to see how we represent strength wise against everyone else over
Yeah, I
there.
think it's going to be really.
That'd be cool.
I think it's going to be awesome to see where, yeah, as you said, like where we sit. But I think we're going to hold our own for
Yep.
sure, especially with some of the.
Mm. And hell of a team
Yeah,
trip, bro.
fucking hell, that's going to be
Tax deductible.
unfucking real.
Tax
Yeah,
deductible.
of course.
Tax deductible. Tax deductible team trip. That's exactly right. Absolutely. Thank you, taxation department, for supporting such a great
100%.
sport.
You got to give credit where credit's due to
Mm.
the ATO. And switching gears a little bit, do you have any lifters doing GPC?
Yeah, I'm down for
Yeah,
Kevy,
fuck
bro.
yeah.
Brother Kev.
Who's looking red
I'll be
hot?
down there to yeah, he's looking strong, dude. It'd be cool, I think. Yeah, the 125s are crazy. So let's see what Kevy lands with that. But yeah, he's cool. I'm looking forward to it. It's like 3 comp weekend. I go to Blow Parallels on Sunday, and then we go down to Newcastle the following week for the GPC show.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
You got boys and girls
I
in
have a
there.
couple of girls, and then like our
Yep.
team collectively has a few lads as well later in the week or later in
Oh,
the
sick.
weekend.
Yeah,
A lot of our
sick.
boys, I guess, a lot of our bigger boys have pushed for that October comp with the WRPF with
Yep, sick.
obviously decent prize money in the line, but really striving to
Yeah,
compete against some of the. It's really cool to see people like Matty Stenzel coming back out and putting the old
yeah. How
soft
about
suit
that?
back on, which was announced earlier in the week.
Yep,
Oh, a couple of weeks ago now,
yep,
sorry. And you got
yep.
Pat Morrison
Little
competing
purple onesie. Yeah,
head
head
to
to
head
head.
again.
Are they going to be head to head?
Depends on the weight classes. I
I
don't
would.
assume so. I think because
Yeah,
obviously the prize money will be based off is it gloss or dots,
overalls.
whatever it is. So yeah, overalls.
One of the
So
points.
we can
Yeah,
assume Paddy's going to come in around that 82, 85 kilo mark, and
yeah,
I'm assuming Senza will go back up to that 95, 100 point. So
yep,
either way,
yep,
it's still going to be a great battle. Like we haven't seen that since 2019 in Pro Raw 11.
yep,
Um,
yep, yep,
so I'm looking
yep.
forward to that. But yeah, even GPC's come around quick. I've got
Yeah.
two of my real strong girls coming through the ranks, stepping up. Tabitha's should go the 500, really set herself
Oh,
in
there we
that elite
go.
top end, and then fucking oath.
500. Is that was she's a 75
No, she's 67.
or an 82? 67. There'd be some strong 67s.
Absolutely. So I think she's like in the ranking, she was sitting third or something. So we're going to
Yep.
really
But she probably got a lot more on the total than what she did then though.
this prep alone, and I think the biggest thing is she's pulled. I don't know if you've been following much of her training, but she's pulled 195 kilo conventional previous sumo lifter.
Hmm.
She's doing it beltless.
Damn, me. And
She
loving
should
it.
pull 200, possibly 205. I reckon she could potentially pull 205 if she needed to. But
Yep.
200, if she does it beltless, man, this is coming from someone who used to have
Damn, that's
chronic
cool.
back injuries and avoided
Mm.
conventional deadlifts like the plague.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we're on the
Yep.
money, and then of course we got Coach Brooke. She'll head in. She's well on the track to go over 400 kilo total, and
Very
fucking
nice.
just put some kilos on that total she already has.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
That'll be
fuck yeah, it's
wild.
gonna be sick, man. And down in Newcastle,
What's her weight class like?
I don't really know. I'm really bad. Like I get asked this
Hey.
a lot, and I actually don't really pay attention to
Yeah.
much that goes outside of
Yeah.
the realm of what's in front
Yeah.
of me, which is bad in
Yeah.
some aspects. But I just like to try and keep it the focus on what I can control, and that's what my lifters do.
Yep.
Let
Yep.
others do what they want, and I'll
Yep.
just deal with it on the day.
Oh, mate, I love that
Mm.
part, mate.
Oh
I researched every motherfucker we're
yeah,
up
right. So you
against.
go in pre-prepared.
I was, Mate, I knew what everyone could
Yeah, I
do.
love that.
Mate, I'd been on, a lot of the smart ones don't put their best lifts on Instagram, and that's fine. Or they have private
Mm,
profiles, but mate, Open Lift has a fucking every lift you've ever done in your
that's
life.
true.
So, mate, I go back, I look through it all, at least at some point, just so we can see where we can land and what people's
Yeah,
potentials are.
right.
And use that to kind of play the game of competition. So, and they were using Liftercast, which I know you've used before as
The
well.
one where you can have it on your phone.
Um, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
super
so
rad,
that's we they use
super
that in
rad.
Miami, which was unreal.
I
Yep.
loved it. I loved it. It made playing powerlifting, like the competitive side of weight selection and fucking with other lifters and coaches, like so much easier to do. And as a coach of multiple athletes, you didn't have to fucking try and calculate and write shit down for fucking 5 people that were lifting in the same flight or whatever. You could actually just see the fucking score. It was
It's
beautiful.
a really good system.
Such such a good toy.
100%. What the I remember back in the day when it was that old spreadsheet that used to do it all, and now we've got things like Open Lifter and Lifters Cast now that it just programs well and above the systems that we need. So just adding another dimension to
Mate,
the sport.
back in the day was pen and paper, bro.
Fucking
I remember those
Jesus
comps.
Christ.
Pen and paper. You'd be over the fucking shoulder of the table, just like trying to look at the fucking sheets to see where your lift was in the fucking order.
Fucking hell.
And then you'd have to go back and remember like three, if you were rapping and you wanted to get three out, you'd have to remember the three names in front of you. You're like, yep, Billy, Dave, fucking Greg, Billy, Dave, Greg, fucking Billy. Ah, fuck, who
Yeah,
was it again?
yeah. You know what's funny though? I still do that now. I still look at the screen and I'll go, it's Billy, Dave, Greg, and I'll go back to my lifter and I'll go, Billy, Dave, Greg, Billy, Dave. Fuck, what order was it? And I have to go back. I'm useless like that.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
yeah. The lifter cast is sick,
Great
dude.
program.
I know for us, we'll start using that now ourselves. It was fucking very good to use. And as a business, dude, mate, whoever created that is making bank. Like, it's $2 a lifter or something nominal to use it, right? But when you jump on it and you're just scrolling through events and comps,
But like imagine say like Capo weekend. How many lifters are across the weekend?
180 or 200, somewhere around that.
360, $400, say
Nothing,
nothing compared to what like
nothing.
overall. And then imagine if how many comps are probably using that system now across one weekend.
All of them. Oh, so many, bro. I went back over the results and we're recalculating the team points the other night, and it was just so many competitions on the same day around the world. Such a good business. We should have done that one.
Yeah, look. I'll stick to putting kilos on a bar first before we enter that realm. Building apps, all that
Oh,
technology. Man, look, we struggle to use this system.
yeah, yeah. Fuck when we get tricked out with audio and all kinds of other weird fucking things that are out there.
And they
That's all
said,
right. Will you get a train in Newcastle yourself when you're
yeah,
down
bro,
there,
so
bro?
we fly out next Wednesday because Brooke will have to weigh in Thursday. And I'll see what's around. I'll probably just do some like easier, lighter stuff. I know Mason will probably have to get a few heavier sessions in as he's prepping for a strongman.
Mm,
So we'll probably try and find a
mm.
place and get it done there. And I was actually,
It's the tricky juggle of the
it is,
coach,
man,
bro.
it is. Like I know in the past it's been good when Brooke worked at like Anytime Fitness prior to starting at Valhalla, because when we travel we just go using Anytime Fitness that was ever around, and you just do what
Mm,
you could. But obviously she doesn't
mm.
work there anymore, and I'm sure we'll find something. I'll start looking at gyms down Newcastle, hit something up, and we'll have the hire car so we can
Yep,
travel a little bit. But
yep, yep.
really, like, I actually saw that the Newcastle Knights were playing on the Sunday, and I was like, oh, that would have been good to experience the
Ooh,
fucking the
damn.
the, the menace
Yeah,
of the Newcastle
you'll be
Knights.
deep in a competition, no
Bloody
doubt,
oath.
on
Hmm.
Sunday. Because there's a dinner on too
Yeah,
that
there
night,
will
right?
be. So
Yep.
obviously, like same thing at the end of the day. At the end of the dinner, they'll present the uh, winner with the overall male and female, and
Dope.
then
That'd be
I
sick.
think the state championships are awarded there too.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, that'll be cool. That'd be fucking big weekend. So they got Saturday,
Yeah, so
Sunday
3 full days of lifting, which
as
would be
well.
good. And I think it's around 180 people again. That seems to be the
Yep,
rough capacity of a nationals, and
yep. Yeah, it's a
fucking
sweet spot.
oath.
Yep. I got to do a 6 a.m. Sunday morning flight, touching all woods that it's not delayed in any way, shape, or form to land me in Newcastle by 7.
Fuck. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, come on, Jetstar, get me home on this one,
Yeah,
bro. I
fucking
need to,
oath.
I need, I need to get there for brother Kevy.
And that's the shit thing about it, is like there's not many flights available to Newcastle. So you
Mm,
have to be very careful which one you choose.
yeah,
It's
100%.
crazy.
Yeah, have you been
To
there before?
Newcastle? Nah,
Yeah,
never, man. I'm actually pretty keen to see it.
it's a cool
Yeah, I've
town.
had a lot of good.
It's a cool
A lot
town.
of people say go to different places, check this out, check
Yeah,
out the pier, and
yeah, go see the
yeah. So I'm
beach.
pretty pumped to see it, and
Yep,
yeah, man, it's gonna be a good trip.
yep. Yeah, that's the cool part of the coaching part. You don't get to train much, but you get to go and see all these different cool
Fucking
spaces.
oath. And as much as I've ragged on GPC, in the last few months about the organisation around it, it's going to be good to. At the end of the day, it's just going to be good to see the people lift and put their best, um, put their best on show.
Yeah, well, it's still got all the lifters there, so
Exactly. So,
no doubt everyone wants that fucking gold
mm,
medal.
100%.
So everyone will be pushing the edge, no doubt.
Fucking oath.
I have been enjoying on their socials how they've been putting up who's battling each other.
Yes. See, I haven't been
But
following that.
yeah, it's kind of cool. Like they say, like leading into it, you can kind of be like, oh fuck, all right. So those two people are the
Yeah.
ones
Right.
that are kind of going head to head and stuff. So, or at least I've been assuming they've been putting up the stronger people. I would assume you would
Yeah.
do that.
100%. Makes sense.
Yeah. I saw the he won't be on Sunday, but the young fellow who got third to Reed and Dan in the 80s at Pro Raw,
Oh
he was one of
yeah.
the noted 75s.
What was his name?
And oh man, I'm not sure, but he's fucking strong as shit. And if he's at 75, man, I would imagine he'd be chasing 750 plus.
And also that
He
overall,
put,
like,
yeah, have to be fuck anyone who does 10 times body weight. It's gonna be hard to beat
that's
overall.
insane, isn't it? Eh?
And I think he's from that way, actually.
Yeah. Right. And we got
Yeah,
that's 100 kilo men's Jaden Bartlett
yeah, that's him. That's him in it.
and Hayden Reed.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's a
strong
few fucking.
motherfuckers.
It's gonna be hectic.
Yeah, and that must be the Saturday. Always, man, there's something cool about watching small people lift fucking ginormous weights.
It just gets crazy, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah, scary. And even same with the chicks. The chicks
What
lifting
chicks are
big
lifting
fucking
now is
weights.
just insane. Like I just
Blows my mind. Blows my mind. Like I got to watch that Lucy
mm,
Mitchell. She pulled for 550 total. She pulled 220 on the
Jesus
last
Christ.
deadlift. Yeah, strong fucking lady. And then she was already clearly in front of everything and beating everyone. So she's just rolled the dice on 230. Get a bit cooked, I think, from a longer day. But yeah, I was like, fucking hell, you are a strong lady.
What is the world doing?
And there was a masters lifter, another one of Henry's, Annie Millard, Annie
Yeah,
someone.
right.
She squatted. I think she pulled 220 as like a light 75 as a master, like early-ish 40s. Yeah.
Mate, that's actually fucking
It's,
insane.
there's a lot of weights.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of kilos
I'm
on a
a
small person.
I'm a I'm a hobbyist.
Yep. I don't even know what blows a hobby is. I'm a weekend warrior. A weekend warrior in this sport these days.
Well, even just hearing how Pat Morrison said he trained last week, I was like, oh, I can't even say that I don't train that much as an excuse anymore.
Oh,
You only train 3 days a week at an hour each session, and you're totaling
mate,
fucking mid
if
eights.
that. I saw the other day he only did deadlifts for like 30 minutes.
He did it in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
9 minutes. 9 minute session. Pulled 340 and went home.
I don't know the last time it took me 9 minutes to pull 340 because it hasn't happened.
Yeah, I'm flat out warming up like to get to a barbell in 9 minutes.
Good on him. He is insane.
Yeah. Oh man, absolutely. But man, I tell you, there was a good message what he kind of said, and I've driven that home with a few other people and told them to listen to it. I was like, man, just it does show that even the elite guys are busy, and if you find the way and you can make it work. But also going off what he did say, he has a fuck ton of life of lifting behind that. Elite like that through limited training days. He said he did bazillions of volume in the back end. So that's also a nice message, I think, for everyone else kicking off like the importance of actually working.
Yeah, 100%. He just did that disgusting volume and like that Eddie Cohen mentality. Just rinse and repeat, add 5 pounds, 10 pounds to your squat every training cycle.
Yep. Build some muscles, and then you can do something with the muscles later.
100%. Seems simple.
Yeah, Chad Wesley Smith, he had a quote, and it was reps build muscle and muscle moves weight.
Yeah, exactly. It almost seems too simple to be true, which is why we have dickheads doing all these fancy shit.
Yeah, and man, like social media, everyone sees Pat pull singles, and I think that's what they need to do as well, but kind of forget everything that he's done in the past. And singles are fun. Like, they're really fun, bro.
Yeah, they are. They are. I can't even argue that.
Yep. Yeah, totally. And that's what I'm looking forward to for training this next 8 weeks. I get to finally unleash.
Oof.
So we'll be moving into singles and doubles every week.
I cannot wait for this.
Bend some barbells.
Fucking oath.
Yeah, you should come on a Wednesday sometime.
What time?
Call in sick to the Dolphins every afternoon, 3 o'clock.
Well, mate, Dolphins wrap up soon. We're entering final periods now. Our regular season finishes up this weekend, and we head straight into finals. So
Are they top 8? Are they in the finals?
We're in top. We're sitting in, I think, top 4 at the moment, and then it's really close competition in the QRL at the moment. So we're seeing there's still potential, based on results, for 9 different teams to potentially make the 8.
Wow.
So it is one of the closest competitions in QRL history, which is exciting. I think we are pretty much guaranteed to be in the top 8. If we win again this weekend, we're guaranteed a top 4 position, which will be nice. Obviously, a home final, which is a great start to the obviously campaign. We made it to the grand final last year, lost it. So obviously, we would like to do one better this year, and that's gonna
not this year. Well, they've got you as their X factor.
Mate, I literally said to the head coach that I was like, mate, the boots from the car. We're down a halfback. Put me in, son. Like, I'm good to go.
Put me in. Like, put me in.
You want me to play fullback? I will. Yeah. You know what? They call me the Billy Slater of my generation.
Wing, whatever. Fuck, straight off the bench, impact player.
I'll do whatever. I'm happy to play wherever.
Fuck, that'd be wild. Imagine the party afterwards if they win that.
Big Mad Monday that I am way too fucking old for these days. That Redcliffe Leagues Club will go off.
Yeah, dude, the community gets behind that.
There was 7,000 people at last year's QRL Grand Final, and it was at KO Stadium, so it was a Redcliffe. And Redcliffe was in it, but it's at KO Stadium again this year. If Redcliffe make it, we're expecting like more. The capacity is about 12,000, so I think we'll get about 12,000.
Oh, that's done. That'll fill up easy.
It's going to be insane.
Easy. You'll get to be there front row.
Yeah, 100%. I'm excited, and obviously, with the NRL season finishing up soon, means we'll get some players back from the Dolphins NRL team, and that's going to obviously
Yep.
strengthen our
Yeah.
our bench, our side to have a good run for this
Oh, of
QRL. So,
course. Yeah, then it's all
yeah, man,
in.
it's going to be very exciting.
Want the fucking trophy.
We'll bring it home.
Will you? What beer will you put? My question for you: if you get if and when they win and you got the opportunity to drink one beer out of the trophy, what beer would you drink?
Well, the 4X they give you is free, so it'd probably be that. Yeah.
Beautiful. Can't beat a
Yeah,
Goldie.
no. I'm also gonna give a shout out to another, a beer and another potty on our potty. For those who do
Mm.
follow NRL and like Bloke in a Bar podcast, give them a shout. Also, their bloke beer is actually quite fucking delicious.
Is that their
Yeah,
beer?
man, that's his beer. Yeah, it's mate.
Genius.
It's actually like I don't even drink beer.
Does it mean we need a beer?
We
Can we
could
do a
definitely
beer?
do a beer, but like I don't drink beer. I don't like beer. But then I listened to Bloke in a Bar so much, I was like, I'm gonna go buy a 6 pack. I fucking love it now. I'm a
Yeah.
I'm a beer drinker thanks to Bloke Beer.
We need to sell a beer.
We do. I'm gonna tag you at Bloke in a Bar at Denham Kemp. Jump on our show, mate. We would love to chat.
Yeah, come have a chat. Let's do it. I like it. All
I would
good.
fangirl pretty hard.
Sweet.
He's pretty cool.
You'd have to be. Hi, I'm Brandon.
Oh, classic.